And invite the eyes to close. And take a moment or so to allow the body to settle, adjusting as you need to come into the most comfortable position you can sit in. Now set the intention for stillness of the body, which contributes to stillness of the mind. Or at least we become more aware when the mind is not still. We're going to move through a body scan and then move into a deeper, longer sit. So first become aware of your feet, whether you're sitting on a bench, on the ground, on a chair. Tune into your feet. Feel into the sole of the feet, soles of the feet, the toes, the top of the feet. Feel all those small bones and how the feet take you around each day. Moving up into the ankles and the shins and calves. And if there's any intense sensations, if there's any achiness, if there's any tension, just notice. And if you can, invite a softening as you move through the knees and the thighs. Feel your buttocks and hips, your pelvis, your genitals. And if there's any judgment here, any tension, just noticing and letting it fall away as best you can. As you shift your awareness on the next out breath to the lower back. The mid back and the upper back. Have a sense of lengthening through your back, lifting up. And then feel the substance from your back through to your belly. Just having an awareness of all the digestive organs, some of which may work well, some of it may not work well. Just kind of aware of those. Moving, having an awareness of the kidneys at the back and the liver, the front, significant organs. And then up through the ribs. As you breathe in, have a sense of the ribs expanding. Awareness of the heart beating. The lungs breathing. And then on the next out breath, move your awareness up to the collarbones and the shoulders. Maybe feeling the echo of the movement of the shoulders earlier. And move your awareness down through the arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, through the wrists to the hands. And then on the next out breath, moving up to the throat and the neck. It might feel right for you to shift to tuck the neck, to tuck the chin in a little bit. To have a sense of, do the shoulders need to drop slightly? An awareness of the neck and throat moving up to the jaws. Maybe softening through the jaws a little bit. Feeling the tongue heavy, teeth and gums. And feeling the lips as you move on the next out breath up to the nostrils. Up through the cheekbones to the eyes. And then consciously soften, allowing the eyeballs to fall back. Across the forehead and the scalp. And sitting in this body, in this moment, feeling the surface of the skin, perhaps coolness, clothing, the air. And then breathing in. Breathing out. Inviting a sense of spaciousness in your chest. Having a sense of open, calm spaciousness. Breathing in, deepening a sense of calmness, ease, spaciousness. Breathing out any tension, holding, resistance. In, calm, out, ease. In, calm, out, ease. When the mind tugs at your attention, with as much gentleness as you can, bringing the attention back to the breath, perhaps at the nostrils or the chest. Maybe as you breathe in, you might say to yourself, breathe in calm, out ease, in calm, out ease. Moment by moment, shepherding the attention back to your breath, accepting that the mind wanders. Allowing a sense of tranquility as best you can. Letting the calmness of your own intention be here. Letting thoughts and feelings and any body sensations pass through your awareness. Becoming empty as the sky, vast, open, peaceful, calm. Allowing whatever is emerging in your mind, feelings, or body to pass by. As soon as you notice Your attention is inside a story, allowing it to just drift by, stepping back into pure awareness. Breathing in calm, out ease. Allowing curiosity and awareness to guide you as you bring your attention back. The awareness of being as vast as the sky, noticing thoughts, emotions, body sensations, maybe sounds coming and going in your awareness. Staying conscious with each breath as best you can. Letting go, moment by moment, breath by breath. last moment or so, expanding your awareness to include the breath, the body, the emotions. And knowing that you can return to this calmness at any point in your day by closing your eyes and coming into your breath. You can do this before a meal. You can do this when you awaken in the morning or last thing at night. And taking the last 3 breaths of this meditation, of this presencing. And then wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. If it feels right, stretching your hands out or up above your head perhaps. Circles with your wrists. First one way, and then changing direction. And then adding one ankle, if that feels right. And then the other ankle. Rolling the shoulders. And seeing if there's anything else before we come back together and share our experiences and talk a little bit more about the neuroscience of calmness. Anything else this body, this mind needs in this moment? Anything else you need? Taking a moment or so to do that, and then unmuting yourself as you're ready. So I think you have all heard the hand model. Does everyone remember the hand model from Dan Siegel? He's a neuroscientist at a Western University. That's escaping my mind in this moment. Baby mind, as my daughter calls it. So you might remember he used this model as a brain, and he imagines this as the brain stem. He imagines this here as the kind of the amygdala, the lizard brain, and then this part is our prefrontal cortex. So this part of the body is millions of years old, and this is thousands of years old, and Dr. Han refers to this prefrontal cortex as 10 minutes old. And when we're in a state of calm, alert awareness, and our body is integrated with our mind, so our brain stem, our lizard brain, amygdala particularly, and the prefrontal cortex, we're in a calm, aware state, the way you might feel now. When we're in an agitated, distressed state, which can show up in a gazillion ways in our life, then often we lose connection with our prefrontal cortex. We go into a reaction and we get stuck in fight or flight or freeze. And then now they're talking about when there's trauma, that there might also be an experience of fawning. So we know the fight, flight, freeze reactions is part of what happens in our whole sympathetic nervous system gets alert. And what we're working with is getting our parasympathetic nervous system, when we feel calmer and connected, the physiology is there. And that helps drive us to achieve a state of calmness. So I think you are all familiar with this hand model and all familiar with these ideas. So that idea of the racing heart, taking on too much, getting too busy, is all connected. So when we think about calmness, I've spent much of my life in the other way, with my sympathetic nervous system racing, my adrenaline dropping into my body. And so by using these tools that we've developed together over the last weeks and months and years, we learn more and more how to strengthen our neural synapses so that we can return to this state with more ease and allow our prefrontal cortex to be part of it, part of our alert, aware consciousness. So some of you have been part of when I've talked about people who routinely practice this kind of meditation. They see a difference in brain cells. So we're born with 1.1 trillion brain cells, and then we lose about 10,000 brain cells a day. And when you around 80 years old, you've lost about 4% of your brain mass. Just like, our bones get thinner, our cortical brain mass, they can tell a difference. If they were to look at a brain of a 20-year-old and an 80-year-old, they can see the difference. And by doing this kind of sitting, we can maintain a more solid cortical, not experience, but our brain actually, we have less cortical thinning. So that research is showing us that more and more. So what we want to do is not just experience this subjective well-being of calmness, but understand that our science and research is showing us now that there is evidence that when we sit like this every day over a period of weeks, months, and years, we have a change in our neural synapses, in our neurochemistry, in our physiology. So, we all know this to some extent or another. I'm just offering it up as more evidence in case, I don't know about you, but in case your ego, the way mine does, resists sitting daily, is the aspiration. So I'd love to hear how you experience that slightly longer sit and more silence, and what your experience was like.
I kept wishing you would record it.
Oh, I did record it. Now I have to stop recording.
Oh, yeah. Would it be accessible to us?
Yes.